Okay, so for this one, we do want to find the area of the regular octagon. They give us a lot of information, so we don't really have to solve for some items, but yet at the same time, we really need some very critical information. For one, we need the apothem, and also we need the side over here. So for the apothem, well, actually, let's just take it and draw the triangle out. That'll make it a little bit easier to see everything. Here's our apothem, here's X, and this is 16.2. Okay, so it's C, A, and D. All right, so let's just kind of take a look. So X is opposite, and A is adjacent, and 16.2 is our hypotenuse. So like you said earlier, it's most likely going to be trigonometry, but we've got two trig functions that we're going to have to use. Okay, so for our apothem, let's go ahead and do our apothem first. He is adjacent to our angle, and the hypotenuse, of course, is 16.2. So adjacent hypotenuse, that's going to be the cosine, because the cosine of theta is adjacent over hypotenuse. Key thing, this is critical, make sure you are in degree mode on your calculator. Otherwise, you'll end up with some really weird numbers. All right, so let's fill in what we have. The cosine of 22.5 equals the adjacent, which is A, over 16.2. Let's bump that up a little. Cross multiply. So our apothem is 16.2 times the cosine of 22.5. And that gives us a very ugly number, 14.967, and lots of extra decimals. All right, so there's our apothem. Now let's go ahead and take a look at our side measurement. Now keep in mind, the side is only half. We need to eventually double it and find the full side of our octagon. It's just the little half part of our octagon up here. All right, so for him, he's opposite of our angle measure. And again, we have 16.2 as our hypotenuse, and opposite over hypotenuse is sine. So the sine of theta is going to equal opposite over hypotenuse. And I didn't write out opposite, I wrote the X. There we go. So sine of 22.5 equals X over 16.2. Again, let's cross multiply. So X equals 16.2 times sine 22.5. Again, make sure your calculator is in degree mode. And so X is 6.1995, and again, several other decimal values. All right. All right, so now we have those values, but again, remember, AD is only half of our side measurement. So we need to multiply by 2 to get our full side measure. So 6.1995 times 2 is 11.4551. We are also dealing with an octagon, and an octagon has 8 sides, and you can actually check that all the way around. So to find our perimeter would be 8 times the 11.4551, and that is 91.64. At this point, you're ready to go ahead and use the area formula for a regular polygon, which is area equals 1/2 the apothem times the perimeter. So the area would equal 1/2 the apothem, which is 14.967, n times the perimeter of 91.64. Again, key points is the degree mode for your calculator, setting up your trig functions, plugging in all those wonderful decimals, and then rounding to whatever placement was asked, whether it was tenths or hundredths. Let me know if you need anything.